Amnesia is one of the biggest names in survival horror. The first game, The Dark Descent, was released a decade ago. It was released to critical acclaim, and many people still consider it to be the best survival horror game ever made. That's saying something. The sequel, A Machine for Pigs, came out 3 years later and wasn't quite as good as the original, but it was still a great horror title. Welcome to ChaosGaming, everybody. Today, we're going to be focusing in on the third mainline game, Amnesia Rebirth, which actually just came out yesterday. I want to take a dive into what you're getting, how good it is, and we will see if we can determine whether or not it's worth the money. Stick around till the end of the video. We will also give it a rating out of 10. Drop a like, guys, and here we go. This month's giveaway is for your choice of a PS5 or an Xbox Series X. All you have to do to enter is drop a like, make sure you're subscribed, and leave a comment with your Twitter handle so we can get hold of you telling me which one you want. The winner is picked at the end of the month. Good luck. Good luck on the giveaway, guys, and let's dive into this. Unlike A Machine for Pigs, which, like I said, was the sequel, Rebirth is more of a direct sequel to Dark Descent. It kind of skips over the second one. You're probably going to want to brush up on the original game before you dive into this one. Now, you play as a plane crash survivor in this bizarre desert that you have to explore. The game quickly establishes that you need to stay out of the light, and then you need to use the darkness for cover, but you and I both know that it doesn't take long for that to start to get creepy. The ambiance starts building, and this game, it's going to start creeping you out. Now, The Dark Descent was a very subtle game. Rebirth is more in your face. I mean, it's more in your face with everything. The horror, depending on who you are, I mean, that'll be a good thing, a bad thing, jump scares, all that stuff. The sounds, it's pretty intimidating. The environments are more inherently creepy, and this game really leans into all the spooky insanity mechanics that we know and love in the Amnesia franchise. Now, this is going to come down to preference for a lot of you. The Dark Descent was beloved for its subtle approach to horror and its very, very slow pace. Rebirth is much more focused on scaring you just straight up outright. I don't think there's a definitive answer as to which style of horror is better, but just know this one is a lot less subtle than the original, okay? The original game had a sanity meter, and this time around, sanity is swapped out for fear, which will still have a heavy impact on the way you interact with monsters as you go out throughout the game. Now, there's no combat, so if something starts chasing you, you either have to hide, run, or you die. It's plain and simple, and that's what people love about this franchise. So let's talk about the story of Rebirth. It's actually very story-driven, which is good. Like I said, The Dark Descent was very subtle with its storytelling, and it left a lot of unanswered questions for fans. A Machine for Pigs focused pretty hard on the story, but kind of dialed back the scares to compensate. Rebirth is a much more story-driven horror game. Pretty much everything about Amnesia in this formula is here, and it's dialed up to be greater than before. The story is a heavier focus. The scares are more plentiful and don't waste any time. Now, some people may say this is a bit of a departure from the vibe of the previous titles. Others will love it because it dives deeper into the mythos and the embracing of its strengths. I personally like it. Again, it's really going to matter with preference. It's your preference. Do you like that? Because horror is so subjective, it all depends on who you are. One very nice thing about Amnesia Rebirth, though, is the fact that it's launching for $30. That's the price tag. Now, given the fact that it's a single-player only game, Frictional Games didn't see any reason to launch it for full price, and I can respect that. There are games out there that single-player, not much content. Heck, there's games out there that have no content. They still feel they earn that premium AAA price tag of $60 or $70 with the next-gen games. No, they knew what they had, and they priced it accordingly. So ultimately, what are you getting for Amnesia Rebirth? What are you getting? Is it worth the money? Is it worth you as a gamer pulling out your pocketbook and spending on it? Because there's a lot of games coming out, right? Right around the corner. Valhalla's right around the corner. Cyberpunk, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. These are all AAA titles. They're full price. So is this worth playing until they come out? Well, let's talk about it, okay? Amnesia Rebirth is more of the established Amnesia formula, but it gets right to the point, and it doesn't have as much downtime, which I know some people won't like, but I think the majority of people are going to like the quicker pace. They're going to like the fact that you jump right into the fun. Although it's not very fun, it's more stressful and scary. It's less about the pure atmosphere, and it's more about the scares and the story. Rebirth works as kind of a standalone story, but I would highly recommend, if you can catch yourself up on the Dark Descent before playing it, because the main story is unrelated to the previous Amnesia games, but there's a lot of overlapping elements and themes that will make your Rebirth experience better if it's fresh in your head. If you don't want to go buy the game, that's fine. Go watch a Let's Play of somebody and you'll get caught up quick enough. The story is probably going to take you 8 to 10 hours to complete. Now, for a single player game and its $30 price tag, that's not the most content, but it could be shorter. There's games that have come out that their campaigns were only 3 to 5 hours, so 8 to 10 isn't bad. And then you're probably going to want to play it over again. There is some replayability factor in this game, if I had to say so. It's also very likely that fan-made content and custom campaigns get added to Amnesia Rebirth the same way as it was a core feature for the Dark Descent. So that's actually going to add more bang to your buck. There's probably going to be custom content coming in the future, which gives you even more longevity, which gives you even more replayability, which kind of makes that price tag look even better. So the game is launching for $30, and it's actually only $26 on Steam at the time of this video's production. I don't know why it's got a $4 discount out of the gate right after a launch, but I'm not here to argue about discounts. I mean, I say this: you can't go wrong with this one. I think I'm going to give it a recommendation that you give it a go. I think you'll enjoy it. I think you're getting enough for your money, and we are going to give it an official Chaos Gaming rating of a 7.5 out of 10. And why, you ask, why didn't it get higher or why didn't it get lower? Just the fact that they got the pricing right, and there is potential for this to have content in the future with custom games. I think it warrants being in between that 7 and 8 range. Is it anything groundbreaking? Is it going to be the best horror game ever invented? No. That's why it doesn't go any higher up on the list. But it is solid, and I feel a 7.5 out of 10 is a solid rating for a game. So there you go, guys. That is what we know about Amnesia Rebirth. That is our review. Is it worth the money? I'm going to give you a definitive yes, in my opinion. You guys, let me know if you pick it up. Let me know if you enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoy these reviews. We'll be doing them for all the major games that come out, and you need to watch them. Watch them before you spend your money. Hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. There are more videos on the screen right now. Click one of those, and I'll see you over there.